Mileena. Man, this chick is scary. Um, she's definitely scary. 7 hand size, 21 vitality, chaos, evil, void. Each ability is only playable once per turn. Of course, that's both your turn and your opponent's turn. Lose 2 vitality. This attack gets plus or minus 2 speed, and your next check to play a card gets plus 2. Nuts. It works as a double value ability on both your turn and your opponent's turn. It does have a 2 vitality cost on a 21 vitality character, so it is costly, but it is effective. Respond, lose 3 vitality. After an attack is played, your opponent just discards a random card. Again, 3 vitality, high cost, crazy effect, because it's after any attack is played. So on your opponent's turn, they're attacking into you. You rip a card, then first thing on your turn, you can rip another card. It just opens them up to be murdered. Desperation are after your opponent plays an attack, give it flash. So this is one of the most well-designed assassin archetype UFS characters I've seen, right? So you can kind of think of UFS as like similar character archetypes as you'd see in like a MOBA type game, right? You have your tanky characters, you have utility characters, you have characters that can self-heal, you have characters that have sustain, you have characters that just do consistent damage, and then you have characters that do burst damage. But then you also have assassin type characters, and this character embodies that so well. I love it, okay? She rips herself to pieces to rip the opponent to pieces, but she does it just well enough to kind of squeeze her way in there and kill them whilst just holding on to enough of her life to get the win, right? It's great. So looking at this, each ability is only playable once per turn, and it's quite important because they're way too strong. Otherwise, you'd be able to just burst down and kill people, okay? That lose 2 to get plus 2 or minus 2. So how this works is during your turn, you can press in. So you can get plus 2 speed, next check gets plus 2. So you can easily push out some heavy damage at high speeds. Then, when your opponent attacks into you on the following turn, the same abilities will reduce the speed and help you block. Right? It's amazing. And that's when you can also use the lose vitality to make them rip a card. Then coming back to your next turn, you're losing the vitality, pushing more damage through, using the R again to rip another card, again trying to just mash that damage through the opening. And then if you haven't finished your opponent off by this point, you've probably put yourself into desperation, which means that if your opponent's going to try to push a hard backswing in on you, you have this desperation R that you can fall back onto to kind of neutralize any major scaling attack that they have, right? So whether that's cats, whether that's a big powerful attack, whether that's a combo attack, whether it's whatever, they need that much more of a backswing to get to you. It just neutralizes one more thing. It gives you that little bit of extra reach. And again, you can do her E and her R probably one more time, because if you're chunking yourself for 5 per round at this point, that's 15 vitality loss over 1.5 turns. Okay, understand that's how much life you're losing. So you're running a very thin line with her. But oh man, is she scary. Oh, she's going to be like, I want to play her so badly. She looks like just buckets of fun because you're constantly dancing this thread of a line of killing yourself or killing your opponent. And it's going to take lots of maneuvering, lots of careful decisions, knowing when to push that attack, knowing what turn is the most optimal turn depending on the matchup that you're going to start pressuring, right? Making sure you don't get hit because your vitality is such a precious resource with Mileena, right? And you need to understand when playing this character that your vitality is nothing but a resource. And until that last vitality is gone, it doesn't matter, right? You do obviously need to watch out for throw decks. You do obviously need to watch out for stuff that's just going to outright kill you once you're low enough. But again, this is going to be super fun. I love the way this looks, right? I love everything about her. Even the ones, like there's been a few characters lately that have that each ability is only playable once per turn, and this one, by far, out of all of them that I've seen, is my favorite. Oh, miles ahead of the other ones. So fantastic. I'm definitely going to you might see some builds on my channel for her because she's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Loose cannon, or not loose cannon, glass cannon, assassin type archetype. It's great. Good job, Jasco. Good job. I applaud thee. Till next time.